Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video I want to talk to you about how we handle a Baker Act case as opposed to other lawyers who claim to have expertise in this field. So a couple of weeks ago, my intake specialist Jared received a call from somebody. Their loved one was being held in a facility, possibly the worst abuser of all of the facilities that we litigate against. And he basically said to us, well, I'm not paying you all this money to just, quote, send a letter. And Jared said to him, we don't just send a letter. In fact, every case that we handle, we file a lawsuit. Now, it's not a lawsuit for money. It's a lawsuit to get your loved one's release. Some of you have heard of it, the document. It's called the Petition for Writ of Habeas Corpus. Now, the one that you might be able to file yourself is probably a couple of pages long. The ones that we file are typically anywhere between 12 and 20 pages long. They're pretty extensive. So, Jared tried to explain to him, we're not just gonna send a letter. It doesn't work that way. I mean, when you're dealing with a Baker Act facility, this is an agent of the state of Florida. It's like dealing with a bully on the playground. And having been bullied myself as a kid, I mean, there's only one way to deal with a bully. You got to walk up and punch him in the face. Otherwise, he's going to punch you first. And that's the way that we operate. So he said he wasn't going to hire us, and we parted ways, and that was the end of that. Last night I got a message through our website that we had an individual who was detained in a facility, and he had now been there for I think 8 days, and he was complaining that his lawyer had, quote, sent a letter and nothing had happened. And my heart just broke for him, because this is just an example of what happens when you hire a lawyer who doesn't know what he or she is doing. Now, when you listen to this video, I think we've had close to 300 of these cases. And we typically get everybody out within 1 or 2 days. Now, there have been some instances where, we've had somebody who was detained 5 days. We've had some where it was literally a couple of hours. I had 2 cases that actually went to a hearing that we lost. So I don't guarantee you win every case. We get everybody out. It's just a matter of how quickly. We had one instance where we had a young man who had been detained, and he started having suicidal ideations. The judge actually ordered him to be detained for another 30 days, and he was out within 5. We had another one where a young lady had been again threatening to hurt herself, and the judge ordered her to stay for another 15 days, and she was out within 2 days. So those are sort of examples. Again, the bar says I can't make guarantees, so I'm not making guarantees to anybody, but I'm just giving you the lay of the land. I'm just telling you honestly what happens and how we handle cases, and what the results typically are. So we're never going to just send a letter. Okay, I don't believe in that. I think it's a waste of time. It's a waste of your money. And if you're still sitting there 8 days after the fact, nothing's happened, there's a problem here. Okay, and if we have to, we will push a case to get it set for a hearing. And sometimes that's what needs to be done. We need to go in front of a judge, and we need to fight. And that's what we do. I've been practicing 29 years. I'm a former prosecutor. The lawyers on my team, except for our junior associate, have all been practicing around 30 years. I mean, we have a ton of experience in the courtroom, and if we have to fight for you, we're going to. I'll never just send a letter. That's not what we do. And frankly, if that's what you want, we're probably not the law firm for you. So I wanted to make this video. I wanted you to hear it from me as to how we handle cases and how we do not handle cases. And if there's a lawyer out there telling you he's just going to send a letter, you're going to get what you pay for, and you're probably going to be disappointed. So anyway, with that said, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.